Hey, this is Dave. We're back at Waterhaven for the final installment of the interview for Drinks on Fifth with Urvaksh Karkaria, the technology writer of the Atlanta Business Chronicle. Your industry is the newspaper industry. You guys have kind of been out in front, have a pretty interesting value proposition with Book of Lists.
Right.
It's kind of, as somebody like me looks at it, goes, you know, I would pay $70 just for that book, and it seems like that's kind of the thought, that
right.
You buy the book and, oh, by the way, you get the subscription for the year and there's the paywall.
Well, hey, that's we should get you in marketing. That's a good,
there you go.
That's a good way to sell it. Yeah.
So, do you guys think the paywall is successful for you? Is that helped the business?
Oh, I think it's absolutely helped the business, and the paywall has been successful because we've had it from the beginning, as far as I know. It's not where we offered content for free. And then all of a sudden said, now we're going to put up a paywall. And a lot of readers may not be aware, all our content online is free except the print edition. So we update the website, every 5 minutes with news stories. It's like any other website, like the AJC or whatever. So we've got a whole lot of news that's free online. The only thing that's behind a paywall is the print edition, and it stays behind a paywall for, I believe, a month. And then after a month, those articles become free again or can be accessed without a paywall. So, our website is more than just the print section. It's the average, the regular daily news. We have a number of blogs. The technology blog is Atlantech. That's okay, Atlanta and technology, Atlantech. And we used to have a column for technology, but I already have a column for healthcare in the paper. So I figured, that's just too much trouble. Besides, a lot of the people who are reading the technology column are probably also getting their news online. So I thought it may be more interactive to just do it. It allows me to keep it at my pace and also be more immediate. So I use Atlantech mostly to break stuff that won't hold for print, or for stuff that's probably not large enough to make it into the print section. Because in the print section, I'm competing with a lot of other beats for the same real estate, right? So we have, hospitality, of course, commercial real estate. So there's limited space in terms of what I can put in. So for print, in terms of, let's say a fundraise, it's got to be maybe around 10 million or more typically. Now there may be some exceptions if it's backed by some well-known people, or if the technology is really cool. But for stuff under 10 million, I break it on Atlantech, and I encourage people to come to me with deals. I really don't like it when I see deals. No, seriously, in other publications, especially not Tech Journal South or Tech Draw for that matter, frankly speaking. And we trade on exclusives. Okay, the paywall only works if you have exclusive content. If you can get the same deal information at the same time from another place, you're not going to pay the $2 or whatever it is to have the subscription. So if it's not exclusive, it happened this week with a certain deal. I'm not going to name names, but they refused to give us the exclusive, and that's fine. I'm not going to arm twist every entrepreneur, every startup to give me the exclusive, but I'm going to have to pass on it too.
In the grand scheme of things, I think everybody in town would probably look at you as the breaking place. I know every once in a while we happen to run across something that isn't probably an exclusive, and in most cases you've probably already written on Atlantech about the stuff we cover, just because we're not a news gathering organization.
Right. And I also think the entrepreneur has to make that choice, right? It depends on the story. If it's a fundraise, sure, you want to come to Urvaksh, you want to come to Atlantech because hopefully the VCs and the angels are reading. This is your audience, so your next round of funding, or the executives who may be your CEO, CFO down the road are reading it. So you don't want to miss out on that, whether it's the print edition or whether it's Atlantech. But if it's more of a profile, if it's a new product that's being released or a new version, I kind of tend to stay away from that. That's just not what I do. So, cool. I'm perfectly fine if someone goes somewhere else. But.
So this has been a good how you go do it for the PR folks and the marketing folks around town. That's a good, valuable thing to get into the market.
Absolutely, and we haven't brought this up, but Twitter has been an invaluable tool to me from a reporting perspective. I wasn't a believer of Twitter. I thought Twitter was just if you have to, for college kids, or if you want to say, you're having tuna for lunch. And I remember we actually, what is this place before it was Waterhaven? Globe.
The Globe, yeah.
Yeah, it was a few days after I took over the tech beat. One of the first people I met was Stephen Fleming. now vice provost at Georgia Tech, right? And he mentioned Twitter to me and said, you need to get on Twitter. I'm like, bah, I'm not getting on Twitter. And I got back to the office, and he had apparently emailed or tweeted a bunch of folks encouraging them to get me on Twitter. So I got blasted by all these emails from people saying, you really need to get on Twitter. And then I finally got on Twitter. So for all you people who hate me and my tweets, you can blame Stephen Fleming for that. But I mean, I am truly in his debt because I can't tell you how many scoops I've got, how many important people I've met, connections established. I mean, you name it, Ricky Steele, Jeff McConnell, all these guys, Sig. I mean, maybe I would have found them eventually in the real world, but I first came across them on Twitter. And it's a great, as you know, it's a great way to disseminate information. Sure. Because it's basically a global audience. So, I mean, I can tweet my headline, and even if 5% of the people click on it, that's a whole lot of people. So
one to many text messaging.
And it's so viral, yeah. And it's so much better than email, actually, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, my communication is now mostly via Twitter. I mean, either replies or direct messages.
Yeah. In a perfect world, everything can happen in under 140 characters.
I think, yeah, but I think in a way that's good. Otherwise, it'll be Facebook, and nobody wants that, right? So,
yeah. So I guess my last question for you is,
what? We're already done? Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I have all day.
Unless you want to go for a couple more hours. I think it looks like, again, from your tweets that one of your favorite social outings is dinner at the Jamie Becker household.
Oh, so, Jamie, yeah.
I love Jamie. She's always, we got a
is.
great quote from her in the Stammy video that went out today. She called herself the reverse Stammy.
She's my favorite Jew. I love her. We may actually be grabbing some dinner this weekend, actually. Actually, I met her again at Globe. This was when it was still Globe. There was a Startup Chicks event, and I managed to wander in, and that was the first time we actually spoke. And she and my wife have actually become better friends than me and her, but that happens with most people. So, but she's great and great kids. She's got these 2 little kids, 2 boys, the sweetest thing. So yeah.
Very cool. We love running into Jamie. She's always good for great quotes and
yeah. She speaks her mind.
She does.
Yeah,
we love that.
Yeah,
so.
that's
great. Well, anything else you're burning to tell the world?
Oh, there are lots of things I'm burning to tell the world, but
you'll save them for Friday.
I'll save them for Twitter. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thanks for coming by, and thanks for helping us kick this off.
Appreciate it.
Hey, this is Dave, and we're all wrapped up here at Waterhaven with our interview with Urvaksh Karkaria. Thanks to Urvaksh for being our inaugural guest in our brand new interview series, Drinks on Fifth.